I am live. Hello, guys. Good evening. It is Wednesday, September 26th. It is Arena Kings time again. 3+0 Blitz Arena Kings this time around. Yeah, the Wednesday event, it is later at night. So typically this event doesn't have the attendance that the other ones do. At least it didn't in the first week. So right now there are 62 players. I know I tweaked my layout a little bit, so it's a bit different from what you guys are used to. I know the standings are not visible. I'm sorry about that. I'll keep you updated on the standings. I hope it'll be just for this stream. While I'm still getting some stuff figured out with my layout. So I'm playing Stewie Griffin in the first game. Let's try to get off to a fast start. That's extremely important in these tournaments. This guy's a good player. I've had a lot of battles with him in Arena Kings. Strong FM. Okay, let's play Bishop D2. Just stop any knight takes E4. This is no increment. No increment blitz. H3 maybe? This seems reasonable. I'll encourage him to take my knight. I don't feel like I have to develop my light square bishop yet. Maybe he'll pull his back to bishop back to d7, but then he's just given me h3 for free. How's it going, Doog? Spazzola, hey Chess Bay. Hello, Chess Loser. James Robertson. Zezusmas. Hey, Prosthetics. Prosthetics likes the layout. Okay. I will take that. I want to take on a6. I'm going to do it. Why not? He's going to play knight e5 and then probably c4 after that, but I think this should be decent. Let's pull the queen back. I think c4 is really the only move that gives me trouble here. Otherwise, I think I'm consolidating nicely. But even still, I feel like I should be able to castle pretty smoothly here. He does play c4. Okay, knight b5 is a consideration. Just queen c2 or bishop e2 and castle. I think I'm going to go with just bishop e2. Emphasis on easy decisions. Knight b5 now, again, coming to mind. He's threatening b2. He's going to play queen b6 if I play that, though. Okay, let's go here, then. Takes on a6 with the queen. Let's castle. To safety. And defend some loose points. I can play bishop d1 to c2. That actually makes some sense. I think I'm going to do that. Reposition this guy a little bit. Just drive him back. In these positions, it typically takes a little while to get organized with this extra pawn. The extra pawn's really useful, but you got to shut down black's counterplay first. I should know because I used to rely on the Benko as my main weapon for black. Okay, he goes there. Let's play b4. I don't think I'm worried about knight g3. I think I can just play rook e1 if he does that. So I'm expecting en passant capture, which he does. I got the coffee if you're curious. I know you guys like to monitor my caffeine intake. He's ready for knight c4. That's kind of annoying. But I feel like I need to play this move. Okay, now at least he stopped from doing that. Okay, let's go here. He's already got 30 extra seconds on me. I have the extra pawn, but need to pick it up here. Good position. I'm thinking maybe bishop d1 next. Or bishop d3, huh? Bishop d3, where's our queen going? He can retreat, but I have discoveries then. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go. Let's take it. Okay. Yeah, he's playing a lot of aggressive moves. I still have my extra pawn, but Not easy. All right, let's do this. I'm going to offer a trade. Maybe not the best decision. I don't know. So you can take and maybe play rook c1. I think I was going to play g3 if he does that. And bank on my pawn. You can take on h3 here, but hopefully he's a little bit distracted. He's going to take on h3 now. No. Okay, let's step here. I can take there. Okay, that was probably not wise on my part. Okay, let's check and then push. He might just want to give up some material now. Give up his knight. He is going to play that. And this is going to be tough with limited time. Walked into f5 mate. Oh, man. Walked right into the checkmate. Yeah, that was going to be tough, though. I left myself with too little time there. Hey, Blade Master. Thanks, Magneth. And Gary, thank you for the subscription, Twitch Prime. All right, got to try to get back into it. Good luck for 8. He says, good game, Finn, in the chat. He says, I really like your content on YouTube. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Okay, let's do this line. Take on c4. Bishop f5. You just got here, Coolio? All right. If you don't know who it is, it's Coolio. Let's play queen b6. So very Slavy position. Not a mainline Slav, but this is a position I feel quite comfortable in. I'm going to play h6 just so if knight h4, I can drop the bishop back to h7. This queen tension situation tends to favor black. If white ever takes, you could take with the a pawn and then open the a file. Thanks, Tom Drog. Let's play a5. Let's stop b4. Could be kind of hard for white to do something here because he doesn't have the typical e4 idea. At least not yet. I'm going to play this in kind of interesting fashion. I'm going to let him take in hopes of getting a grip on the e4 square. He doesn't take, though. Okay, fair enough. Let's centralize. Tempted to go for b5. And then some sort of c5 or knight c5 thing. Tempted. It's possible. It kind of simplifies the game, though. Let's just do this. Trying to clear the d file. Maybe get at that b3 pawn eventually. I'll tell you who some of the other competitors are. Daniel Naroditsky is playing. Gatakomsky is playing. Crypto Chess, another frequent opponent in these tournaments. Let's step here. Last Samurai, he's a grandmaster. JJ Morandi is playing. Now, I guess that does present a problem which way to take. I think I'll take this way. I just got to watch e4. Yeah, Bob, thanks for the 1,000 bits. Paul from SPB, that's right, he's playing. Not too many other streamers that I see, but it's early. We're up to 110 players now. Okay, let's stick the queen back here. Bit of a boring looking position here. Not sure about a4. That seems a little weakening to me. Let's go here. Weakens the b4 square. I'm going to try to annoy him a little bit. This might have just given him a license to play e4, but maybe then I can play e5. Although tactically, yeah, I guess tactically that would work out. e4, e5 takes, bishop takes. And if there's a trade and he plays g4, I have rook takes e4 at the end. I'm just trying to find some imbalance, make him think. So now maybe I can claim I provoked a weakness on the king side. Looking at rook d2. Rook d2 is a threat. Maybe someday my knight can do some damage on these squares. I have arrows now, by the way. I'm using the beta version of chess.com. I have arrows now, so that's pretty helpful. Thank you to the YouTube user who commented it in the video I posted today, which you might be watching this later on YouTube, so a day or two after the fact, but I think his name was Neil. Thanks, Neil, for telling me about the arrows. Okay, rook d4. c5 seems good here. Let's do that. Hopefully I don't get my queen trapped if he takes on e4. I don't think so. But yeah, I'm trying to wrest control of the d file away from him. Now let's come in. He's getting really low on time. He has the two bishops, but they're kind of restricted, especially his dark square bishop. So this is looking good, guys. b3 might be falling. Let's take that. Goes there. Let's just pivot back. I'm hitting his bishop now. Maybe check here. Seems awfully awkward for his king. Looking for a mate, but I think I should just play a move, because it's likely that I will flag him. But mates are lurking too, especially if he moves his bishop queen here. Is that mate? Where's my checkmate? It's close. I can win his queen, I think. Yeah, let's just go for that. Win the queen. He's going to be down on time. All right. Thanks again for the game. I appreciate your viewership. Napoleon Bonaparte. This is Isaac Steenkamp, I think is his last name. So hello to you, Isaac. I don't know him too well, but we have some friends in common. I know he works closely with Kostya Kavutsky, international master. Okay, now this is a well-known trap. If he plays e3, he runs into queen a5. That would be nice, especially considering I lost the first game. But no, he does not blunder that. All right, let's play g6 and put this bishop on g7. So white really needs to play queen d2 now, I think is the key. I don't know that a3 really helped him, because, yeah, you can play b4. He's aware of this trap, I think, so now he'll probably play e3. But I might be able to cause some... Should I play that, though? Yeah, let's try it. Let's play actively. We'll attack this. My e-pawn's a little bit loose. I need to play knight c6 next, most likely. Hey, Captain Bob. Okay, so now he's hitting my bishop. I think I like this. If he plays d5, I think I can play knight e5. Looks good. There's some situations where I might just sack this guy just to play for activity. So I'm really tempted to do it here. I think I will. He might not even go for it, but he can win my e-pawn by playing d5, knight e5, bishop takes e7, but it seems kind of risky. He's behind in development. Knight a5, knight b3. Let's sack it. Again, let's offer up this e-pawn in the interest of playing for an initiative. Thanks, Prosthetics. Ooh, and he's going to encourage me to capture. I will gladly do that. So now, how do I continue opening the position with a gain of time? Because clearly I have an initiative here, but how to capitalize? a5, he is ready to take this. Let's move this rook over. He might just be able to play knight e2 in this situation. Yeah, he does. Okay, but let's take. And I'm thinking Arby's. No, I'm thinking put the bishop here. And continue trying to prevent him from castling. Yeah, it just looks unpleasant. He can't castle. When your king is safe like that, your opponent's king is in the center, and you have this lead in development, you got to prosecute it. You got to stop them from castling. You got to keep the initiative going. I'm also hitting this pawn on a3. Make your opponent think. He takes. Okay, so probably just rook c8. Now I'm threatening to take and then play rook c1 check. So he has to take real care here. If he moves the knight, then I will take on a3, I think. So he's between a rock and a hard place at this point. I think this is close to losing. Thanks, Tacticus. No, you're right about that, Blade Master. I haven't ate at Arby's in years. I don't have anything against Arby's. Just, yeah, I don't really eat fast food like that anymore. Hey, Jake Boxer. This is what I got to do more of, guys. This sort of game. I know there's a big rating mismatch here, but I think, especially in 3-minute, it really pays to play like this. So striving for the initiative. Not worrying so much about a single pawn. I mean, even in 5 minutes, sacrificing a pawn is not a bad idea. Let's take this. I'm going to try to further open the position. Rook e8 looks good here. Moving the bishop also looks good. I think I'm just going to... I'm going to move the bishop here. And then attack his knight. He has so little time. If he moves the knight now, he runs into this. Ooh, and this is not going to be good. All right. Next game. Fuertemente. We need to play Fuertemente. Okay, let's develop this here. So, by the way, with this new layout, you guys should be able to see the clocks a little bit better, correct? The clocks should be bigger. That's one thing I was going for with the help of Aran with this slight tweak to the stream. Problem is we sacrifice the standings, which is not great. I would prefer the standings be there, of course. Let's play bishop d6. So yeah, this won't be a permanent thing, just so you know. Okay, let's castle. Okay, you can see the clocks. Good. Thinking about e5 here. I think I'll play e5. Oh, does that lose a pawn? No. If he takes, I can play e4. Okay. Oh, what am I doing? I'm just dropping a piece. Oh, man. I'm going to resign this game. That was embarrassing. I don't want to play this one out. It's going to take too long. That was a basic counting error, guys. I just did not realize I had enough pieces on e5. Not enough defenders. I didn't even hallucinate that I had a rook on e8 or a queen on e7. I just hallucinated the number of defenders. This is where all the people in the YouTube comments are going to say, John, why are you focusing on the chat and the layout and not on the quality of your games? And it's hard to argue with that. Okay, let's play this move. Trying to put some pressure on e7. Wonder if he'll play g4. G4 I can play knight e5. I don't know if he wants to open the position like that. He's probably thinking about it. No, he's not. He's not going to go for it. Okay, so let's play h3. And on bishop b7, I think just stick this bishop here. And now let's secure things a little bit. a7 is hanging. I might have been able to take that last move. Could still try to take it this move, but let's play d5. He seems a bit oblivious to the fact that this is hanging. I guess let's take it. He's going to play knight c5. But I can go back. I can go back with the queen. Oh man, was c3 hanging with check last move? We're both making mistakes here. This is not pretty. But that's what fast chess is about. It's about making mistakes and doing your best to try to recover from them. Lucas, you're giving me all these pawns, man. I know you can maybe take this one. Okay, but now Let's continue this bloodbath, shall we? Yeah, let's take that one. I would think with g5 hanging, I'm pretty sure he didn't see that one coming. So now I can play knight takes g5. I'm threatening mate. Yeah, this looks really bad. I think that's just winning for me. If he moves the rook, I have queen h7. Queen takes f7. All right. Let's keep trucking here. Master Leif. First Gandy of the day. Ring the bell. Let's play this line. I'm going to play with knight f6. I don't really recommend this line. In my Scandinavian repertoire on Chessable, I talk about how black should play knight c6 instead and castle queenside, but it's okay to play in Blitz. This line is acceptable. Okay, he's going to jump to the center. I've faced this sort of thing many times. Now they play rook d1 and you play queen c8. And then rook d8. Okay, let's go here. I think I've had this exact position before, queen g4. Black does have to be careful, I will admit. Hey, never play f6. He says, this is the first stream in a while that I've caught. Well, thanks, man. Thanks for tuning in. Nice Ben Feingold username. Okay, let's gain a little space over here. He's probably going to play a4 if I had to guess, just to stop me from further encroaching on the queen side. No, queen g4. Okay, so I don't mind putting the knight here, just to stop any knight f6 shenanigans. Because it's kind of hard for him to get in h4. I mean, now he might consider g3 to try to prop up h4. But I can shoot my queen out to c6 and attack this knight. Again, I might play a4. Start to get something going down there. Hey, Mahmoud. He does play g3. Okay, I think I should play queen c6. This seems prudent. Get the queen off the back rank, create a threat. I want to play a4, but not when he's threatening h4, h5. It'd be better to do that a little bit later, I think. He can play rook d4, but that seems a little risky. Then a4, and I might be threatening. Okay, so he just goes back with the queen. Makes sense. All right, so let's push this. Not worried about discoveries because I've got my pawn protecting my queen. And he's going to look for a trade. Bishop c5 is interesting here. Maybe I can play that. Let's do that. I've got a time edge. So trying to be tricky with this move. If he takes my queen, I take on e3 check, in between move. Jake Boxer, in between moves. Paying attention to that. Got to make it instructive for one of my students. I'm trying to keep the initiative with this. Okay, maybe c6 now. But then that gives his knight the really nice d6 square. I could take, he takes b7. But then I take a2. I think I like that. I'm going to take there. Yeah, and he just recaptures. Makes sense. Let's come in with the queen, with the rook. I know he can take this pawn, but I don't think I should really care about this pawn right now. I've got much bigger fish to fry. Yeah, play for the initiative, just as I've been saying, guys. Okay, can I exploit that? Queen d4. Queen d4 is a nice centralizing move. Let's play it. He'll go queen e2. That looks so awkward for him. There's not yet a winning blow or anything, but it's real close. I see some potential queen sack ideas that will win all my material back. Yeah, I don't see a win here. I'm just going to play h5. Useful move. If king h3, I think I can play queen takes f4, which he probably saw. Okay, keep the pressure. Threatening queen takes g3. Ooh, I got to be careful. Well, actually, I think I can play this move. He has a check, but I should not be losing this. Because I have check on b1. I'm threatening his queen. If he plays queen takes h5, I think check here should be winning. Oh, man. Or is it? Plays rook d1, takes... Yeah, that's winning. Check. I almost hallucinated rook d1, and I thought he could play rook takes f8. And then queen h8, but his rook is not on d8. Nor does he have an extra rook to make that sacrifice work. Okay, guys. That was an instructive Scandi game, I think. As I said, I've had that position many times. It's not the greatest line, castling kingside in that situation, but it is possible. You can play like that. Okay, d5. Not super familiar with this. I think I've played against this once or twice. So I'm in 9th place. Up at the top of the standings, Narditsky's in 4th. Crypto Chess is in the mix. Okay, he's threatening e2 here. I think I'm going to take and then play queen here. Just to defend my pawns. Let's play the knight up. I wish I could stop hallucinating, Tom. Not something you can really plan for, huh? Plan to stop hallucinating. I'll just go for the standard plan here. Minority attack. Yeah, there's some empty space in the layout. I hear ya. Let's take this. Work in progress. This bishop's a little suspicious over here. I think it would be too bold to... b5 is interesting. b5 he can play c5, though. Let's pull this over here. Just so I don't have to worry about bishop e2. I must play faster. Looking for this. Also maybe b5 later. He's transferring the knight. All right, let's stick this knight in on e5. I don't think he's in a position to sacrifice the exchange yet, so it's kind of a question of whose knight is better. I feel like my knight should be better because it's more stable. His bishop can't... Whoa, don't... I almost pre-moved that. That would have been a really bad pre-move. As I was describing something instructive. Let's continue with this. The point I was going to make is that his bishop can never trade for my knight in the center. Whereas my bishop theoretically could trade for his knight. And also I'm kind of chipping away at the support. He has a harder time chipping away at the d-pawn. Thanks, J-Rock. He's probably calculating some tactics with taking and some sort of knight takes e3 move somewhere, maybe the rook even coming in, but I think he's a little slow here. I'm ready to crash through on c6, and that knight is going to be shaken up. So he needs something real fast. I mean, queen takes e3 is too much here. He only gets 2 pawns for the piece at the end. Yeah, he's going to go defensive. He's going to play rook a2. This guy is trying to be sneaky. But I think I can just play rook b2 against that, so I'll allow it. Oh, he doesn't play it. Okay. So if I do this, I think I can take this. I don't see why not. He's going to go rook a2 now. Nope. Keep waiting for rook a2, and he's not playing it. All right, let's just do this. Let's double up the rooks. Yeah, now he's got to look for trades. And we're now in a technical position. Should be good for me. I'm up a very useful pawn. Knight d7 I'm tempted by. Let's do knight d7. He's kind of blocked in on the last rank here. I feel like especially with the time situation, this is going to be pretty unpleasant for him. Take this pawn. And he's just losing all his pawns now. All right. So 2 fairly smooth wins. I don't know if Maurice would call them that, but I'm happy with them. The streak is at 3. Fortemente, that opponent I had where I dropped the piece on e5, he's in first place. He has 21 points. Nathan, okay, this is the player I played. I'm going to go for a Scandi again. This is the player I played right at the end of one of the recent ones. I think it was also the 3+0 Blitz event from last week. So exactly 1 week ago. So yeah, if he looks familiar, that's probably why. Okay, got to be careful about some sacrifices here. Let's play knight c6. I want to control the e5 square. And then I will go here. He avoids a trade. All right, let's castle now. If knight e4, bishop e7. Should be a fine response. Okay. Might take with the bishop and try to jump into c5. That would be interesting. If bishop takes f6, I might take with the pawn. No, I'll probably take with the bishop. Thanks, old blues man. Thanks, horse with no name. Appreciate it. That is high praise. He says, this is really the best chess channel online. Thanks, man. Okay, let's step here. I'm playing this now because if bishop h4, g5 is more of a threat. I might not even play it because it is a little risky, but... Okay, let's do this. Coda Wright, thank you for subscribing. Twitch Prime. Some ideas here. Knight d4 could be played. I think I like knight d4. There's some tactics. Are they working for him, though? I don't think so. Okay, so my bishop is undefended. He could try this move, looking for queen g4, but I think I can actually take it. Queen g4, bishop back to g7. And if knight h5, I have queen g5. So I don't believe the tactic should work. If he takes here instead, okay, he gets out of the way. If he took there, I was going to take the queen. I'd really like to attack g2, but it's kind of tough here. Maybe queen here. I think that makes sense now. He's going after the b4 pawn. And is he going to play c3? He is. Interesting. Yeah, this is a legit try. It seems kind of greedy at first, but it might just be a good decision. Tempted to sack the exchange. I'm going to sack the exchange. Delving into potentially unsound territory here, but I'm striving for that initiative. Hoping that my bishop's in the center, just give him a lot of grief. But But yeah, technically I don't think I should have allowed what I allowed there. But too late now. Want to attack g2 somehow. But let's go after that b4 pawn. If he puts a rook here, I can always play c6, I think is a good move. Bishop g2, still probably not working. Let's take. I love this bishop on d5, though. He might just play f3 and block it, but it's still a pretty nice piece. Man, I really want to take g2. I so want to play that move. I have a couple checks. It's just not quite working. Okay. Be practical. Play practical chess. This is still a lot of pressure on his position. Queen here. Has to play h3 now. Yep. Now I can play queen g3. There's also that pawn hanging on a4. Queen g3, I'm not sure what it's threatening, but let's do it. It's going to make him think more. Yep, he does that. Let's go here. I kind of need to win this game. Let's take this guy. Stay active. Not sure what I'm doing with that move. This guy's aware of the time too. I don't like opponents who are aware of the time. Bishop takes f3 I'm looking for. Oh, he got greedy there. Oh, I'm so far down on time though. Oh man. Oh, okay. Yeah, just too slow. Yeah, had some initiative, but I think when he played f3 and blocked my bishop, I wasn't really getting anywhere. Yeah, he never let me back on the clock. That was not a great game from a time management perspective. Hey, tall fan. I played this line against Paul many times, and I consistently have trouble in it. So I'm not actually sure why I repeat it. Let's try something different this time. Usually I'm playing rook d4 here, but I'll try this move just to see what happens. Try to jump in. Probably take and play knight e4. And then d5 maybe. Ooh, can he play bishop d5 here? That would be interesting. He does. He plays it. I saw that move a little bit too late. It's a good move though, as my queen is hanging. I could sack 2 exchanges here, but that's got to be suspicious. Yeah, this is not fun. I can play c5, but that's also not great. Honestly, not sure what to do here. I think I'll go for c5. It's not a great decision to have to make. So my idea is to escape this way, but that's a really valuable pawn I just gave up. My rook is just running all over the place. Yeah, I am back on the coffee game just for now, just for this event. This position's miserable. Guess I'll go here. Very, very little counterplay. Thanks, String Dog. Guess I'll try to overprotect this pawn. No, I'm not giving up coffee. I'm just trying not to drink it in the evenings. Okay, I'll offer this trade. I don't know about it, though. I'm hoping to attack a7 after the trade. He just goes back, okay? Anything I can do with like a knight takes c4 type move? Knight c4. I don't know. Let's try it. My time's running out and I'm down a pawn anyways. It may not work, but it looks interesting. So I'm trying to remove the defender of b7 at the end of the line. Actually appears to work out now. But my time is not working out. Trying to attack a6. Okay, I'm kind of succeeding here, but pretty slow at the same time. I don't know. I'm going to play check. That's my idea. All right, he's not exactly playing this so well. But I have 15 seconds. He's got to be a little careful here. Just give up a knight for no reason. Yeah, resign that. That was not looking good despite the probably winning position towards the end. Ooh, Albin counter gambit. Okay. I was just talking with a student about this today. Okay, let's do this line. I always play this one particular line against this, but I don't think it's... Okay, I'll do this. Now I will play bishop e2. Wants to put that knight on f5. Let's castle. Might play a4 to stop me from playing a4 later. But I don't mind these positions, these queenless middle games. They're fine by me. Let's go here and attack that pawn. He defends. Okay, develop. I do have a different variation on chessable. Yeah, I'm not playing my chessable line. In that line, I keep the queens on the board. Got to mix up your openings sometimes, you know? Okay. I'll let him take my dark square bishop. Try to attack this guy. Use my development lead. So now I have checking options. Could also play bishop e7 first. His bishop is coming to d6. Rook e1 and rook takes e6 is almost working. Not quite, though. It's a bit annoying. I'm going to do something weird here, I think. Let's see where he puts that rook. I'm actually thinking of doing this if he goes to b8. Does that, okay. Let's come here. I want to win this pawn. Take and take. And I want to be able to take his bishop if he comes to d6. Interesting idea. I might have had something better a couple moves back, but it was really hard to say. So what should he do here? Probably king d8. Is he contemplating this? He could try to make use of my back rank problem. Okay, plays bishop e7. That I think I'm less worried about. Almost feels like I have a tactic here, but perhaps not quite. So let's just make Luft. Double up the rooks. He can't play bishop takes a3 anymore. That's important to note. Let's go here. Might play king f8 now. Perhaps. Or trade the rooks even. Okay, let's defend. I gotta watch my back rank now. I don't know. Not a lot of time to figure this out. Bishop d6 maybe. No, it goes right back. Okay. Okay. f4, I can play knight e4 check. That's an annoying one. Did not see that move. I'm probably losing. Not great. Yeah, rook f2. Rook f2 is winning, but this is also winning. Yeah. That was good defense by him. He had a kind of a sketchy king position for a while, but I couldn't capitalize. The bishops were pretty tough to match. Hello, Atrophied. I'm going to play my weird line against Atrophied. H3 and G4. I like to play this, especially in Blitz. I'm on a losing streak now. I'm in 38th place. Not great. How do I want to play this? Let's play knight f3 first. So you try to knock out this pawn on f5. Okay, knight c6. Let's play c4. Yeah, this is not the streak I'm looking for. That is correct. I definitely do not want this sort of streak. So let's try to correct that, shall we? Still quite a bit of time left, but need to get things going. Okay, let's just develop again. So in this line, you're sacking a pawn in order to generate a lot of play. On the king side in particular. This seems kind of awkward. Like now black has to worry about this pressure. For queen d6, it feels like c5 should be very good. There's even bishop f4 stuff. I think actually atrophied will probably just let me take here. But I might not do it right away. I may hold off on that. Okay, so now there could be some trades possible. Takes, he's got to take on c3 check in between move. And then kind of roll with his king. That feels like it should be good for me. But also I'm not in a huge hurry. No, I'm going to go for that, I think. I can play queen d7 here. Yeah, queen d7. Okay, let's play rook g1. Attack this guy. Hey, Z Nation. I had a sneaky threat in mind. That doesn't quite work, though. Never mind. Maybe I can start with this move. That also doesn't quite work. Okay. I think I'll do this one. He has queen e8, but I think I can play something like queen b3 after that and try to win b7. That's an idea. Yeah, he has to play queen e8. Let's do this now. Some weird tactics here. I'm going to play e3. I'm not going to take the pawn on b7. I'll try to play more for play in the center. Because if I take on b7, I feel like I'm really asking him for him to play something like c5. I may not want him to do that. Okay. So this way I can still castle queenside if I want. Let's take now. But now I'm going to use the c-pawn to help out. I feel like it's time. Okay, let's go here. Atrophy's playing well, though. He's not giving me an easy time in this game. I'm going to stick this bishop on this better square. Okay, he might be ready for some rook takes f4 business I should be aware of. I don't think it's working yet, but he's going to try it. He's trying to get at e2. Okay, let's go for the swap now. Trade the queens. Reduce the danger in the position. Take this guy. Okay, so I think I will get back on track with a win in this game. All right, so I at least broke the streak. That was an interesting one. H3 and G4 I would not recommend. Hello, Frankie J, by the way. This is Frank Johnson, a friend of mine from Minnesota. Also a teammate on the Minnesota Blizzard Pro Chess League team. This variation, now this one's interesting. Let's play E6. And go here. I'm going to do this. Advance in the center. Yeah, white gets the 2 bishops in this line, but black has a nice center. So yeah, hello to you, Frank. D4 is interesting here. Let's do that. And if he takes, I'm going to play E4 and try to plug up the center. Yeah, that last opening is not great, but it is fun. Against the Dutch, you can do a lot of stuff. You can get a little squirrely against the Dutch. So I'm sacking a pawn here in hopes that, you know, these pawns block up his position. They're pretty ugly. Trying to get back in the game here, folks. Let's play the bishop to this square. And I think I should probably try to get in c5 as soon as I can. Although it might be a little tricky to do. I'll have to take some care. Goes knight g4. I don't really want to trade knights. I want to try to maneuver my knight somewhere. Like, trying to get in here would be nice. Or this route, even. I think he should have played rook c5 on the previous move. Yeah, let's do this. And if bishop a3, I can play queen takes d4. Now he'll probably take here, I imagine. So I won my pawn back, and also his light squares look a little sketchy. Still, though, a lot of game ahead here. Play c5. Okay, we'll go here. I gotta watch this f5 square, though. He might try to exploit that. Goes queen there. Okay. I'm okay with the trade because I feel like it gives me strong pawns in the center. As long as it works out tactically, which I think it should. But again, I gotta watch his knight. His knight could do some damage here. So I'm happy to do that. Now maybe this move next. Queen a5, okay. Queen a5 is interesting. That could be a good move. Let's do this. Now I'm ready for rook a6, perhaps. Yeah, I think rook there was a bit inaccurate on his part. Let's keep that bishop locked in. Nicely ensconced on d3, huh? Okay, I'll take this guy. Okay, now it's just going to be a time scramble. I am up a pawn, though. Can threaten to check here. Threaten mate. Yeah, that would have been tough in a time scramble for him. Down a pawn. Kind of passive position. Interesting game, bishop versus the knight. So thanks for the game, Frank. I think knight g4. If you would have played rook c5 instead, I wasn't liking my position. Because then I have a hard time ever playing c5. All right. Playing Finity's mom. Finity's mom has got it going on. And I need to get it going. I need to get it going on immediately because I'm not super far behind, but getting far behind. I'm in 33rd place. I'm playing the Mahler attack, which is pretty fun. Let's see if he knows his theory. Bishop takes c3 is correct. Bishop b4 is not correct. How do I punish this move? Let's take here first. Black's supposed to play bishop f6. I've never seen bishop there. Because now I have stuff with taking here. Or just this move. I think I'll play this move first. It's a double attack. And this should be tough for him with his king in the center. He's got the Irish pawn center. Triple isolated pawns. That's the Irish pawn center. All right, so do I win a pawn or do I play for the attack? Let's win this pawn because that helps my attack anyways. I'm threatening this. He still can't castle because that would be illegal. Thought about bishop g5 there, but I didn't like queen d6. That's a good move, queen d5. He's squirming. I'll still try to stop him from castling. I didn't make up that term. I saw that term in a chess book, the Irish pawn center. This guy's playing good moves. Now he could castle. He will lose this pawn, but he's doing a good job of trying to wriggle free here. Yeah, I guess I'll take it. I'm trying to figure out what boxer Finity's mom has a picture of here, because as I posted on Twitter, I just got this book the other day, Mike Tyson, Undisputed Truth. This is autobiography, and I'm really excited to read it. I like boxing a lot. You know, Mike Tyson, one of the greatest. I mean, some people would consider him the greatest boxer of all time. Certainly one of the greatest heavyweights. Good inspiration from Iron Mike. There's definitely a lot of similarities between boxing and chess. One-on-one combat. A lot of stylistic similarities. Floyd Mayweather is my favorite boxer of all time. Not a fan of the guy himself, but I just love his fights. Defensive fighter. Kind of a Tigran Petrosian style fighter. Gster83, thank you for the subscription. He's now attacking my queen. I'm going to keep the queens on board. This guy's playing really well, though. I give it to him. He's... Now, this position's probably fine for him. He's a little behind on the clock. Did he blunder this move now? I got to be careful because I don't want to get mated on G2, but I think he blundered that. If he plays queen c7, I take f7, he takes f4. That's not even completely clear. I might not be able to do that. Yeah, there are some boxers who play chess. Lennox Lewis, as someone mentioned there. That's right. There is chess boxing, that is correct. I haven't read Python Strategy, no. I don't think I've read any Petrosian books, to be honest. Yeah, this is a potentially good move. I'm going to try to back his knight off. He just has no time here, so... All right. Let's try to capitalize on this. Is this guy still in first place? No, not anymore. This is the guy that beat me earlier. So I need to stage a comeback. Let's try to advance on this flank. See what he does. A little unusual. I know Hammer does this. Thanks, Scott. Okay, so black's pawn structure looks kind of sketch to me. Maybe I can exploit that. I'm going to castle queenside because I got to make something happen here. 100 bits from Tom Walker says comeback. That's right. Let's play bishop d3, kind of eye up this g6 pawn. Thought briefly about taking everything and then playing bishop b5, but decided not to. I think I'm just going to develop here. Maybe I should have gone through h3 to come here. I don't know, but... Okay. Let's take this first. Yeah, that's annoying. All right, let's do this. I'm afraid he's just going to whisk his king away to the king side, though, soon. Yeah, I think I should have gone through this square. That would have been better. Yeah, there he goes. Position's still reasonable, but I am down a pawn now. Kind of tempting to sack. Just play a useful move first. This sack, I mean, but I don't think it's any good. That's interesting. All right, I'll bite. Just going to play b5. But I was thinking I get some counterplay now, perhaps. Could play b3 first. But I'll play for activity. My king might regret this. I don't know. Like knight f5 now, yeah. And he has his queen coming over to a8. All right, so let's play b3 here. His bishop is pretty bad over here still, but if he moves this rook, he can play perhaps bishop f8. I'm mostly worried about his rook infiltrating now, so... Okay, but he's making some mistakes, I think. Some of these moves do not seem best. Rook a7 is really hard to pass up. to do. Oh, he's attacking my bishop. Man. Did not even realize that. Again, the time situation. Getting to me. Yeah, this is losing. Hey, Sarah. Let's play another Scandi. Let's play Queen A5 this time. Knight B5. That's weird. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is this? This is some trappy looking stuff. But who's trapping who here? Is this a line? So if I take, he takes check. King D8. How do you hurt me? Queen F7, Knight D5. I think I should be fine. And if he plays Queen D5, I think I'm also fine. Let's do this. Let's see what you got. This is a weird position already. I could take here as well, but then he takes F8 and then takes on G7. So I think better to play like this. Which also guards E8. I think he was bluffing a little bit. This doesn't look like something you want to do as white. But you never know, right? Okay, let's just develop. Knight E5 is now in the works. Ooh, Knight E5 is a nice move to play. Double attack. Probably has to play B4 here. But B4 I even have moves like Queen C7. Yeah, Queen C7 should just be good. His queen is trapped. The knights are taking care of all the squares. Also the bishop helping out. I've seen a variation of that idea before, but not in that exact position. I've seen it with the Mises gambit with B4. So white first playing B4 and, you know, inserting some captures, but okay, he's going to play this out. But I'm up quite a bit of material here, and now I'm checkmating. Okay. So we get a quick win there. I'll play the same line against Master Leif if he wants to. Okay, a little different this time. He plays Knight C3. Yeah, the trapper. It backfired on the trapper. I like this variation. A4 that early. Okay. Gonna win this pawn back. I played this sort of line so many times. I think black is at least equal. Sometimes black is even better. Trapper keeper. Now that's a blast from the past, that term. If you had a trapper keeper, you're probably a millennial. Do I take with the knight or the bishop? This is often a dilemma in these positions. I think I'm going to take with... I'm going to take with the bishop and try to stick the king on e7, much like he is doing. Could play rook a4, but then I might drop this bishop back and try for this. Master Leif is in 6th place, so he's doing well. Paul from SPB is currently leading the tournament with 53 points. That's a lot of points. He's on an 8-game streak, 15.5 out of 18. Okay, I don't have to react to that move. Because if he takes here, I take and I'm on his bishop. So we'll just play that. I can pre-move this one. But now I'm starting to feel good because I feel like I'm going to be able to attack him with my, like a rook coming to b8 soon. Let's do that right now. I'm going to use this rook, which looks a little weird, but I didn't want to deal with bishop a7 if I played the other rook there. That's the reasoning. Okay, so he does this. Okay. Now I'm threatening bishop takes f3. He has to be very careful here, I think, because he's got loose stuff on the file. He might just be losing a pawn here coming up. Even if he moves this bishop, I can still play this and take b2. That's a really nice situation. So he's going to sack the g2 pawn. Fair. That's a good decision. But still might land him in some trouble. I'm not going to take it yet. I'm just going to go here. And now I'm going to take it. Yeah, and he's going to start playing fast. Let's go here. I really want to play rook takes b2, but not really working. Let's take. Guess I'll do this. Trying to get at his weaknesses like c3. I'm up a pawn, but it's on this side of the board, so I still have to be kind of careful. I'm up on the clock, though, is the big thing. Let's take and bring this in. Start trying to use this extra pawn. Take. I don't think he has any tricks here. I'm looking for knight e4. Let's do this. Go after his pin knight. Cut him off now. I don't even care about that pawn. Okay. All right, so we beat Master Leif, but it's going to be real tough to get top 5 in this tournament. Really, I should be aiming for top 3 because that's what the prizes are. But top 5 is a really good result in my book. Top 10 is even really good. Although I think for this event, again, because of the turnout, it's a little bit lower. There's not as many high-rated streamers, let's say. Top 5 is good. Playing how about a draw? How about a draw? Not from me, though. Not right now. There's 40 minutes left. That's right. You guys can't see the time as well. Okay. Let's develop an attack. He can check on e2, but that doesn't really solve his issues completely. Bishop e7 he can take here, so I probably want to block this way. This is interesting. Can he play knight c3? That's an open question. He's not going to risk it. But now I feel like if I just take here, I should be better. Definitely. damage his pawns. Is he going to play bishop h3? Probably. But I think I need to do this just to coordinate. So better pawn structure. Usually a good thing for black. Let's get this knight out. Now if he castles, I can take this pawn on a2. He definitely doesn't want that. Speak of the devil. It's not the end of the world. He can play knight b3, and you know, technically if I get another move and I check, it's not checkmate. But it's pretty nice. Kind of want to give him that g7 pawn. But let's take. And then I'm going to go here, I think. Assuming he takes with the queen. And try for this. Ooh, this is going to hurt. He has to give up his queen now. His knight d2, queen a1 mate. So in that line with d4 and black playing e5, I think white should take on e5. The way he played it is just a little too sketchy. Knight f3 could also be played. All right, I get a good pairing here, so let's play something sharp and try to win. I'll play this again. Should I play the Evans if he plays bishop c5? I don't know much about the Evans. I'm going to play the Mahler again. If I can. If he plays two knights, I will play knight g5. I think these lines are fundamental. You know, if you're an improving player and you're an e4 player main line, these are lines that you should definitely be aware of. This guy knows the theory. He knew to play knight a5. So kudos to him. Yeah, exactly, Nicholas. There is a guy who requests the King's Gambit quite a bit. I could have played it. I dropped the ball. This guy really knows the theory. This is all what black should do. And I think he goes takes, knight takes, castles, put the queen on c7. He's taking some time, but he's playing good moves. That's not good for me because I want to win quickly. I need to get some points here if I want to get back in things. But realistically, I mean, I hate to give up. I'm not going to give up, but this is a toughie, guys. Now my knight is, again, I'll use that word, ensconced on e5. Not ensconced. It could be captured, but it's very stable on e5. I'm attacking this guy. Okay, so now I can win his e4 pawn if I want. I think I will do that. Take there first. Take. Throwing the h-pawn at him would not be a good strategy in this position. I'm just happy with my 2 pawns extra here. Should I take that dark square bishop? Yeah, let's do it. Let's play it. I want to go here. Let's take. Now I need to complete my development. Playing good moves. He's looking for c5, perhaps. Can't let him play that. Not really a threat there, so just bring my rook over. C4 he can take here with check. That's not working out well for me. So let's play A4. But now he can put the knight back here. He's kind of like working his way in positionally. Still, 2 pawns is 2 pawns, right? Got to go with the pawns. Okay, now maybe I can play this move. And looks like he can't stop mate. Played well, though. For 12-16, this guy played well. It's a good game. Yeah, he just has to take en passant, I believe. So when I play d4, take en passant, white comes back with the knight. Knight takes d3. Black has compensation, though. Puts the queen on c7, like I was saying. Matt Crow said, hello to you. I'm playing all these people that I know or have met in real life. So, how's it going, Matt? Playing the Exchange Slav. I play the Exchange Slav to win, though. Not playing it for a draw. Not playing to bore up the position. Playing for the initiative. Okay, let's play a little trappy move. He knows not to take it. If he takes knight a4 and bad things happen. His queen gets trapped. I played Nicholas, who came to the Boston meetup. I played Frank Johnson, who, as I was saying, longtime friend of mine from Minnesota, fellow player. Let's go here. I played Matt, who's a former student of mine. Okay, now I'm really tempted to play something like knight d2. Or knight e5 even. Let's play knight d2. I think I like this move. So if he takes, I can take there with check is the thing. Okay, but now his knight is looking a little deprived of squares. He does get it out, but I can take or take h5 first. Let's take here first. And I have an idea in mind. Famous Toddler, thank you for the subscription. Famous Toddler. Famous Toddler Rubik is your full name. I'm not sure why he's thinking here, because he has to take me. Must be played. Okay, now this is where I'm going to do this and go for queen h5. Really? Just take on d4? I don't think that's working, though. Let's take. Does not feel sound. Got to guard these points, though. He could have taken and then queen h5, maybe rook f6, something like that. Wasn't super clear, but... Okay, let's do this now. Now I want to castle queenside. Definitely not castling short anymore. Yeah, this should be too much for black because his king is quite open and he's down material. But it's still a little messy. It's not a slam dunk. Knight b3, there's queen f4. So I think maybe play this move first. $30 left in this tournament. Paul from SPB still leading. Naroditsky's in second. Yeah, let's do this. I think it's just hard for him to defend g5. Take here, check. Let's take that guy. Come up here. I'm just going to castle now. I'm not going to take that pawn yet. All right. Thanks for the game, Matt. So in that exchange, Slav, queen b6, a3 is a good thing to know. I found that usually works out well for white, because if black can't take the pawn on b2, then it's hard to see what the queen is doing out there. This is probably going to be an exchange, Slav, as well. Yeah, Nicholas, this is the beta version. I don't know if they've updated the regular interface, but I'm using the beta, and it does feel snappier. Yeah. I guess I'll force him to take or encourage him to take. He might post a knight up on e5, but I think this is all right for me. He's going to go back. Okay. Wasn't really expecting that. I think this should be good for me now. It just seems like he gave me some useful moves just to trade the bishops. Tempted to win a pawn here. b4. b4, he has knight e2 maybe. Just play e6. Thanks, Tom. See you later. Have a good night. Yeah, let's just develop. I'm trying to calculate what happens if I do that, but he always has this queen a4 check move. It's pretty annoying. So, just going to develop. Okay, here can I play b4 now? b4, he can play e5. I take. Not really getting anywhere with that. Okay, let's throw this move in. Really going for more of a strategic advantage now. Take. Try to blockade d5. I don't know if this is so much of an advantage. Doesn't look like a whole lot. Let's take this guy. But this is typically a nice situation when you got the knight here blocking this pawn. So maybe I can make something out of it. That seems like a piece I should take. Yeah, I think I can keep some fighting resources alive if I do this. I still got this really nice knight. I'm just a little worried he's going to try to trade everything. Not a simple position to play for a win. Okay, let's play b4. I want to restrict his bishop a little bit. I need to play faster. Luther Kloss, 1,000 bits. Thanks for the bits. Oh, thanks, man. He said, if it were possible, I'd have your man babies, John. Thank you. So with his username, is he saying like he's actually Paul Morphy's son, or is it just like a Scandinavian naming convention thing? You know what I mean? Okay, 97 almost works. Let's go 97 just to force him back. I could play knight c6. Let's go knight f5. Don't know about these last couple moves, though. Not a big fan of what I did. All right, I'm going to get rid of this pawn. My time management, man. Leaves so much to be desired. Now I'm just losing a pawn. I have to mate him here somehow. It's just going to be really tough. Let's pray for a checkmate, guys. A self-mate. And he's taking some time here, so maybe I can do something. Need to get the rook on a stable square. He's like not playing fast at all. Whoa, don't drop the rook. Yeah, he's just not going to make it. Well, I feel really dirty about that flag, but what other choice did I have? So, it's the nature of the game. Chess in black and white is the next opponent. Let's see what he plays here, whether it's a winnower. I'll play this takes on d5 line. I don't know this line too well. I used to play just e5 there. But I'll play this variation. This is kind of interesting. And now queen f3. h3 is useful to stop bishop g4. Don't exactly know what I'm doing here, but it seems interesting. Opposite side castling. Let's back him off. I don't think I'm worried about this sack. My king might even go to d2 if he does that. The dirty flag emote. Yeah. Yeah, if you guys have any emote ideas, please let me know. I would love to hear them. There he can take on a3, actually. Or can he? He can't. I'm going to set a trap, guys. If he takes, I take. And if he takes here, I have bishop h7. Sneaky. But this is also just a helpful move because I get my knight in a good position. Yeah, let's play knight f5. He might drop back to f8. He does. Okay, let's do this. Because now he has to weaken his king. If he moves his king to h8, I can take on f7. So the position is becoming weirdly open now. Let's take that pawn. Might win a couple pawns here, but he might have some compensation. It's not out of the question. Jesse Bus, thank you for the subscription. 7 months in a row. Thanks, Jesse. That move seems more awkward. I don't think that was a good one. Can I punish it? I don't know. Maybe knight here. Now let's take here. I think that's better. I can come to f5 now and go after h7. Also, it's pretty nice to pin this pawn. Shout out from Lakeville. All right, just down the road from me. Okay, let's go after h7. I feel like I should play e4 more often because it produces more exciting games, not necessarily even because of the results. All right, let's take him. He wants to win d4, which he might succeed in doing. He's sort of annoyingly safe over there. Actually, maybe should not have taken h7. I'm going to do something weird. I'm going to try to stop him from playing anything here. I'm going to give him this pawn, but try to stabilize the position otherwise. Put the knight on b4. Okay, he's attacking my knight. That is a fork. Pretty unusual fork. Okay. Probably bishop here now. Bishop c8. Okay. Let's play for the attack still. I'm still going to go for the throat because he can't really take these pawns without allowing me a lot of counterplay. I'm going to try to force him to take a pawn. How about that? Force him to open lines. Okay, maybe take here first. Let's do this rook. So now if he takes, I can play this rook here. Okay. Okay, I think I have time to do this. Maybe not time on my clock, but time in the position. Wow, he's just going to roll with this. Okay, interesting. Let's promote. Oh, but actually, he can take me. Okay. I'll go here, check. Okay, let's check like this. Let's take that pawn. Let's check here. Looks like I'm going to win, but that got really sharp. That got sharper than I would have liked. Okay, the streak's at 7. I'm in 10th place right now, so these games matter a lot. Let's focus against Master Zachary. I'm not going to take that. I don't want to play that middle game. So let's just do this. Let's play this, actually. G3. And you can try for e4 in these positions. That's what I'm going to do. 15 minutes remaining, guys. 15 and a half. The reason why I didn't take on g8 at the end of the line in that last game is because he was taking on d3 with check and forking me. So that was the reasoning there. Okay, so he's getting ready to load up against d4. Let's go h3. So I'm not bothered by this move. Okay. So this is sort of like a Scandi position. Let's try to hint at a future d5. Put the rook opposing the queen. Can play queen b6 here, maybe. He does. It's an interesting move. Can take and play d5 still. That might be interesting. I'm going to try that. This guy's tough, though. Untitled player. I mean, he might be titled, but untitled on chess.com. Played him in several arenas. Hey, Ben. Is that the actual Ben? Probably not, because the spelling is off. I think Ben Feingold has a lot of imposters. Take here or... Yeah, let's take here first. This pawn is also hanging, but I think I should take there first. A lot of stuff is going to open up now, and I'm hoping in my favor. D5 is just a move that demanded to be played. He's burning a lot of time here, probably trying to figure out how to deal with this. And also, if there's a trade, these pawns, then this becomes a thing. Okay, I can win a pawn now, straight up. I guess he's going to get into d2 at the end, huh? Let's start with this. Okay. I can take b7 as well. b7 and c5 are both hanging. Let's take b7. I feel like that's the smarter pawn to take, because it stops his rook from coming into d2 for a while. Like, now he probably has to play this move, but I think just securing my position should be good. I mean, f2 and a2 are kind of weak. He does have a rook on the second rank, but I'm up a real solid pawn. I have a better structure. His weaknesses persist. Should be nice. Can always play rook e2 if I need to pull the e-break, bail out and trade. I'm up 30 plus seconds on the clock, 40 seconds. So having said all that, here's how I'm going to blunder the game away. No, hopefully not. Let's do this. Playing actively, as he should. No, yeah, actually I can play that move if I want. Yeah, let's do that one. He's got to swap, I think. I need to play faster. That's what we also need, a play faster emote. There should also be a ticker how many times I say that per stream. Let's play this first. I have knight d5 ideas, but I don't have to do it yet. Just going to improve my position a little bit. I think I can walk my king over, to be quite honest. Now take this pawn. Okay, now in the driver's seat. Oh, come on, John. Okay. I figured I had enough of a window that I could flag him. So I'm up to 9th. Yeah, I think my position was just really good after d5. Looks like he might be losing a pawn or be clearly worse. So 9 minutes left, guys. Final cut 64. This is a big game. Yeah, I'm flirting with the 10th spot here. Again, wish I could put the standings up. Again, sorry about that. There's several streamers ahead of me, though. So, uphill battle, but we'll try to make the best of it here. c4. Do I take f3? I think I can take f3 here. Let's do that. He does have a check here, but then I can play b5. Or actually, I just play queen c6. Queen c6 is way better. This is a weird line already, but I think I'm getting a very good position out of this. I might be just winning a pawn in the center and giving him a bad structure. Yeah, so he's going to do this. Yeah, let's take this. He'll probably give a check on b5. Okay, I'll go here. c6 I was a little skeptical of. I didn't like c6. Okay, now I got to watch rook e8. That's a very blatant checkmate attempt. Bishop g5 he'll probably play, but I can play bishop e7 then. Threaten knight takes d5. Thanks, Luther. Yeah, I need your support in the final minutes here. 7.5 minutes remaining. What I have going for me, other than being up a pawn, is that his king position is sort of hampering any sort of compensation he wants to play for. If his king was over on g1, let's say he had castled, he might have some compensation because my king is also awkward, but I think our kings kind of cancel each other out. So this should be nice. And yeah, this is a big threat. Bishop g5 was a natural move, but I'm not sure it was great. Final Cut is some editing piece of software, right? Isn't there some software called Final Cut Pro or something? Okay, that's a good move because if I take, he takes on b7 at the end, but I think just development is in order. And now I can try for this next. Attack this and this. Hey, Angelic Jake. He wants bishop c7, but that shouldn't work tactically. I dare you. I will take and put my king on d6, and you're going to have trouble defending both of these guys. Whoa, don't pre-move that. That's the second time I've nearly made a pre-move in a position I didn't want to. d6. Can also take there. No, let's keep it simple. We're going to do this. He's going to win f7, but I don't think I care about that too much. I should have played knight g4 right away. That would have been better. Forgot he could put the bishop on e6. All right, let's do this. Keep playing fast. Attack this pawn. This is still really good for me. Okay, now nice choices here. Let's take and take. And he's got to be in trouble here. I can check and keep him boxed in on the last rank. I think I'm going to do that because that looks really, really awkward for him. Let's go here. He has to figure out how to get out, but that's not simple. I didn't even go for the pawns because this looks more awkward in time pressure. He has rook e1. Yeah, that's true. All right, now I'm going to play this check. Let's repeat once. And then let's go here. And then let's check. And let's do this. He's negotiating these complications really well. Let's go here. Oh, man. I almost blundered that with knight d6, but fortunately, it looks like I didn't. Ooh, he might have blundered. He blundered knight c2. Okay. That's interesting, though, because our knights both get trapped, but I can take his pawn. Give me your pawns. To quote Yasser. All right. Streak is at 9, guys. There's only 3 minutes and 20 seconds left, though. So that's going to be it, most likely. Thanks, Thunderdazzle. This game is almost certainly going to be aborted or just drawn. Not aborted. It could be aborted, I guess. Stewie and I are both roughly in the same tournament position here. Let's go here. He's a big fan of this system. He likes to play this. Let's do this. And I'll just update you guys on the standings. Paul from SBB has 88 points. Narditsky has 85. Next closest person has 66. So it's pretty much a 2-horse race. I'd like to land something on d4 here, but not simple. I'll try this. Why not? Let's take now. I think this is really equal, though. Let's take him. Can play f5, but he'll go queen h4. Let's go here. Trying to prep this. Now, at least if he goes queen h4, I can take him. But yeah, only a minute and 15 seconds left. That is correct, Chessy Bus. Putting the bishop on there. Okay. Interesting. I mean, his bishop could potentially get trapped, but let's do this. Doesn't take it. Wow. Okay, I was not expecting that. I should offer him a draw. Yeah, we just agreed to draw. Probably doesn't help either of us, but might as well get some points out of it, huh? So, tourney is finished. Ooh, Naroditsky snuck ahead from Paul right at the end, despite playing 3 less games. So, Naroditsky, a familiar face in Arena Kings nowadays, he's a beast. He's a blitz and bullet beast. Just a really good chess player. So, Naroditsky, Paul from SPB, and Last Samurai snuck in there in 3rd for streamers. Does that show streamers only? Because, oh yeah, he actually did. Okay, Yeah, he snuck in there. He got right ahead of Gata in the waning minutes. I scored 17.5 out of 24, so didn't really even get as many games in as some of the other people ahead of me. That's too bad. Have to win more games and win them quickly. Up and down event, didn't play terrible, but some of the games I was just too slow, guys. Too slow. Despite the coffee. But it was fun. I enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to play this event tonight, so this is all gravy.